In this episode, we talk about the first home buyer deposit scheme. Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Real Estate TV. Really excited to film this one. It's for all you first home buyers out there, and we're going to jump straight on in. So the Australian government has launched a first home buyer deposit scheme. And what I'm finding is not a lot of people are actually aware of it, especially first home buyers. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to use this platform to actually explain it to you and tell you what the first home buyer scheme is. So basically what's happening is if you have a 5% deposit saved on a house less than $600,000, the government will go guarantor for you and save you the lender's mortgage insurance. Now there are a couple of yardsticks that you have to adhere to. As I just said, the house has to be worth less than $600,000, and you have to be earning less than $125,000 a year on your own, or $200,000 as a couple, which is all very great. I mean, it's a great initiative, but I wanted to talk about some of the side effects of that. But yeah, as I said, I think it's great. However, it has been put in place to stimulate the market. So if you've been living under a rock or you're just getting into property, it's been quite a turbulent time in real estate over the last 18 to 24 months, depending on who you talk to and where they sit. And this scheme that's been brought in, and that was really due to the RBA, the Royal Commission, that really pumped the brakes on lending, and everyone was a bit scared and prices were high and all that sort of gear. But what this is designed to do is incentivize buying for first home buyers, and first home buyers drive the market. So when they're buying, everyone's buying. They just make up such a big chunk of the market. Basically what's happening is the government are making this scheme available to the first 10,000 first home buyers. Now, depending on who you talk to, there was anywhere from 90 to 110,000 first home buyers in the last 12 months. So obviously there's an undersupply, which means the demand for this product is going to go up. So the concern that a lot of people are having is this is going to push prices up and stimulate a boom rather than stimulating a nice steady market. It might stimulate a boom, and the problem with a boom is it's always followed by a bust. Heavy property investors don't actually like a boom market. It's a bit scary, a bit tense, and we just prefer a seller's market, to be honest with you. It's easier to predict and you know what's going on, really. So that is one of the concerns. But for the most part, I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think it's a really good idea. I think as housing affordability becomes an issue, we need to help people with lower deposit options. I mean, I've made a video now where we talked about how we're borrowing 8.9% of our annual income now. Way back when, it was 2.5%. So things are changing, that ratio is changing, and it's only going to get worse. I mean, before you know it, we'll be talking about we're borrowing 10% of our annual income, which I think is 70 or 83K or something like that. So we're going to be buying houses at a sort of an average price of 700 or 800 grand. That's just scary stuff. I mean, that's not for a really, really nice home. That's not people being unrealistic. That is people buying bargain basement sort of stuff. So I think that schemes like this are really, really great, but you are going to have to rush to get to it. You're going to have to be in the first 10 people. You're going to have to be the first 1 in 10 to buy to be able to take advantage of this, which is great. You just have to be ready to buy already. I think that's really the upshot. But other than that, what else can I tell you about it? That's it really. I mean, it's the same across all regions. It doesn't vary. It's just 5%, and you don't have to pay LMI. It's just the earnings. A lot of people are sooking because 600 grand is well below the median. I think the median's sitting at I want to say 690 or something silly like that now. It was 650 when I filmed a couple of weeks back, but now it's actually 690. It's gone up in a couple of weeks by 40 grand, which is just some scary shit. That's a significant amount of growth in a short period of time. But that's really it. It's actually quite a basic sort of concept, really. You've just got to be ready to buy, and you've got to be lucky enough that you're in one of the first 10,000 people to buy. I mean, it is going to push the market up like crazy, and there is a lot of conjecture about the fact that there's going to be so many people rushing on January 1 to buy is going to stimulate the market to the point at which the LMI savings will be non-existent because they'll be paying a premium for property, if that makes sense. Which I get, I totally get, but I still think it's a good initiative. I think it's helping the market rebound, which we really needed. It has been a turbulent time, and things like this do help. But do I think it's actually? I think people are definitely going to take advantage of it, but I don't think it's there to help the masses at all. I mean, it's going to help less than a tenth of the population of first home buyers. So there you go. That's my thoughts on it. But that's it, really. We have been streaming live on TikTok because I put up a video and it did really well, and now I have 4,500 followers. So apparently I'm on TikTok now. But yeah, 544,000 people watched the video. So now TikTok have granted me the ability to go live. So there is a guitar with a iPhone strapped to it, and I'm going live as well. So, and I'm asking people if they have any questions. So I'm going to answer some of those questions if there are any now. But if you have a question, and you would like to ask it, reach out to me on any social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Twitter's probably the best way to get to me. Typically, that's where people ask their questions on Twitter. I really want to start using my Twitter a lot more. So ask me on Twitter. You can tweet me at Andy J. Pater is my handle. It should be down below in the comments as well. And ask me your questions, and I'll answer them at the back end of every show. So the upshot of that is there were no questions, but that's okay. We'll continue to go live throughout these. But seriously, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I want to answer your questions. That's what this is about. And it is relatively difficult for me to guess what you want without you actually asking me. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Things have been fucking hectic, I will be honest with you. In the lead up to Christmas, everyone's trying to buy. Because of what's going to happen in the market, which is kind of a little indicator for you guys as to what you should be doing. I mean, because everyone's out there going crazy buying and pushing the property price up. If you're sitting on an amount of cash, buy. That is my advice to you. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in episode 23.